各位同学，大家好，欢迎收看智慧阅读的课程。我们在这一周呢，会继续讨论第6课 American Life and Culture 这个部分，继续来了解一下蔡美儿女士她所提到的《虎妈的战歌》里面的一些管教的方式。我们在上课之前呢，我们先来欢迎我们的特别来宾 Jeff。Welcome to our program, Jeff.
It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me.
好，那我们谢谢 Jeff 老师。我们现在呢，先来看一下课文的第一段。我们先请 Jeff 老师来帮我们念一下。
Ms. Chua makes fun of her own extreme style of parenting. She says she eased some of the pressure after her younger daughter rebelled and shouted, "I hate my life, I hate you." Ms. Chua says she decided to retreat when it seemed like there was a risk that she might lose her daughter. But she also says American parents often have low expectations of their children's abilities. One of the biggest differences I see between Western and Chinese parenting is that Chinese parents assume strength rather than fragility.
好，我们来看一下，这边的单字呢，首先看一下，第一个单字是减轻的意思。
Ease. Okay, to ease a situation is to make that situation better. To ease something is to make something bad better, to improve a situation, or to make a situation less serious or severe.
好，接下来呢，我们来看一下下一个单词是反抗的意思。
Here we have the word rebel. Okay, a rebel, noun, is a person who resists authority or resists control. Here it's being used as a verb. To rebel is to resist authority, is to resist control. It's to tell your parents, like in the case here, no, I won't do as you've asked me to.
好，接下来呢，我们来看一下下一个单词是撤退的意思。
To retreat is to draw back. Often you'll hear this word when people are talking about war. The losers retreat. That means they draw back and they stop attacking. They try to escape the battlefield or to get away. Here also, to retreat is to change your mind after receiving some criticism.
好，接下来呢，我们来看一下下一个单词是风险的意思。
A risk. Here, a risk is the possibility that something bad is going to happen.
再来，接下来我们看一下差别这个单词。
A difference. A difference is the way in which two or more things are not similar to one another.
接下来呢，我们要看的是而不是这个用法。
Rather than. Okay, this phrase is used to indicate your preference in a certain situation, all right? Very often when you use the phrase rather than or even instead, you have options to choose from and you're making it clear that you pick one thing over another thing. You've picked one thing because you like it more, you've picked that rather than another thing.
再来，下一个单词是脆弱的意思。
Fragility. If someone is fragile, or if something is fragile, it can break easily, or if in the case of a person, it can be overcome with emotion very easily. So fragility is the state of being fragile or easily breakable.
好，我们在看完了这边单词之后呢，再回来看一下课文的内容的部分。首先，我们先来了解一下 Amy 她是怎么样去想她自己的这样子的一个教养的方式呢？那我们来看一下，她自己呢也会 make fun of her own extreme style of parenting。我们看到这样子的一个片语哦 ，make fun of 就是嘲笑的意思。他自己会嘲笑他自己的 extreme style， 就是非常极端的这样子的一个方式。然后什么样的方式呢？就是 parenting， 就是他自己的管教的一个方式。他说呢 ，she eased some of the pressure， 就是说呢，它会减轻了一些压力。什么样的压力呢？就是在他的小女儿 younger daughter， 就是小女儿的意思 rebelled and shouted， 就是说当他的小女儿反抗，然后并且吼叫的时候呢，小孩子就会说：“我恨我的生活，我也很恨你。”这样子的时候，他就会去减轻，就是给他们少一点的压力。下一段里面我们会看到 Miss Chua says， 就是说呢 ，Chua 蔡女士呢，她也说她 decided to retreat when it seemed like there was a risk that she might lose her daughter。就是说呢，蔡女士她也决定要 retreat， 就是退让一下。那在这边的话呢，她是说什么时候会退让呢 ？When it seemed like， 就是说看起来好像是 there was a risk， 就是看起来好像有一点风险，就是说她可能会失去她的女儿。但是呢 ，she also says American parents often have low expectations of their children's abilities。好，在这边他又回过头来，他说呢，但是呢，美国的父母亲呢，常常呢对他的小孩子能力呢，其实是有 low expectations， 就是比较低的期待的，就是比较低的期望这样子的意思。所以我们来看一下引号里面所说的，他说呢 ，One of the biggest differences I see， 就是说呢，我看到了最大的差异性。就是在什么样的差异性呢？就是 Western and Chinese parenting， 就是说西方还有中国的父母管教的方式里面呢，最大的差异之一就是说 Chinese parents assume strength rather than fragility， 就是说中国的父母亲呢，常常会假设就是小孩子是非常强壮有力量的，而不是脆弱的。那在这边的话，就是这两段他所提到的这个观点的部分。好，那我们从刚刚的这一段课文里面呢，我们有一些问题想要请教，就是 Jeff 老师，我们来看一下是什么样的问题。Jeff, do you like Amy Chua's style of parenting?
Well, on day one, we learned some pretty unflattering things about her parenting style. Some of the things that she said to her daughters kind of verged on abuse. So I don't like that aspect of her parenting. But at the same time, I have to respect some of the things she's been able to achieve with her daughters. Both her daughters are accomplished musicians and are very successful people. So there must be something to her parenting style. So the answer is yes and no. Some of the things she's done as a parent have been a little harsh for me, but on the other hand, I also, like I said before, have a deep respect for what she's been able to accomplish as a parent.
好，我们刚刚听了，就是 Jeff 老师说的，就是其实呢，对他来说呢，这个答案可能是 yes and no， 就是说呢，有一些部分就是值得人家尊敬的，就是他的就是 Amy Chua 他所教养出来的小孩子呢，都是非常成功的。但是呢，另外一部分就是他的言辞上面可能都有一点 harsh， 就是非常严厉。所以在这个部分呢，可能就是拿捏，可能要让大家就是非常的清楚。那再来呢，我们来看一下下面一段课，我们再多了解一下 Amy Chua 的一个 parenting 的一个方式。
Stacy DeBroff has written 4 books on parenting. I think that the stirring of this intense debate has to do with what does it mean to be a successful parent and what does it mean to be a successful child. Ms. DeBroff says Amy Chua's parenting style is not limited to Chinese families. She says it represents a traditional way of parenting among immigrants seeking a better future for their children.
好，我们在这段里面呢，我们先看到第一个单字是有关于强烈的。
Intense. Okay, so here we're talking about an intense debate. An intense debate is a debate in which people show very strong feelings, emotions, or opinions. They are very, very serious, and they might be serious to the point that they are angry.
好，在接下来呢，我们看一下下一个单词是传统的。
Traditional. That means of or having to do with traditions. Traditions are long-held beliefs or customs that are usually a part of a person's culture. So here, if something is related to a tradition, you can call it traditional, or you can describe it by using the adjective traditional.
好，我们来看回来这一段里面，我们看一下这边所说的，就是 Stacy 她所提到的一些观点是什么呢？我们看一下课文的大意。好，首先我们先看一下 Stacy DeBroff， 她已经写了4本有关于 parenting 的书。再来呢，我们看一下下面这引号的部分。他说呢 ，I think that the stirring of this intense debate， 在这个前半部是说呢，就是所谓的就会引起这么激烈的一个辩论呢，其实是跟什么有关呢？中间是有个片语的，这个片语的用法是 has to do with， 就是说跟什么有关系的意思哦 ，has to do with。那跟哪件事情有关系呢？第一件事情是 What does it mean to be a successful parent？ 就是说呢，就是什么叫做成功的父母亲？就是 What does it mean？ 就是怎么样才是可以解释成为一个成功的父母亲？那另外一个事情是 What does it mean to be a successful child？ 那怎么样才叫做成功的小孩子？所以呢，最大的争论点应该是在这个地方，就是什么叫做成功。然后呢，下面他这边所提到的 ，Miss DeBroff says Amy Chua's parenting style is not limited to Chinese families。他也提到了，就是有关于 Amy Chua 她的这样子的管教的一个 style 呢，其实呢并不局限于中国的家庭之中。他说 it represents a traditional way of parenting， 就是说它是一个就是比较传统的一个父母管教的一个方式。represent 这边是说代表的意思。然后呢，它是怎么样的一个管教方式呢？它是对于 among immigrants 这2个字，大家同学注意一下。among 是说在很多人的中间。然后 immigrants 是说移民者，就是说在这么多的移民者中间呢，对他来说呢，就是我们刚刚所看到 Amy Chua 的这样子的 parenting 的方式呢，其实是代表比较传统的方式。然后呢，对这些移民者来说呢，其实他们是 seeking a better future for their children， 就是为他们的小孩子呢去寻找一个比较好的未来，是这样子的一个意思。所以呢，在这边的话，我们可以看到，就是有关于Stacy 她所做的评论的部分。那接下来呢，我们来看一下下面的一段，我们请 Jeff 老师来帮我们念一下。
But she also sees a risk. When children have no time to be social or to follow their own interests, they might not develop other skills that they need to succeed in life. Stacy DeBroff advises parents to develop their own style of parenting and not just repeat the way they were raised.
好，我们来看一下，在这边呢有个单字，是发展的意思。我们请 Jeff 老师来帮我们念一下。
Develop or to develop. To develop here means the same as to learn and refine skills. If you develop a skill like playing the piano, you become better and better at doing this activity. So basically, you refine your approach to doing something by learning or by practicing.
好，我们现在看回课文的部分，来了解一下这一段里面在说什么呢？我们首先看一下，他这边是说，但是呢，他也看到了一个 risk 是说风险的意思。When children have no time to be social， 就是说呢，当小孩子呢没有时间去做社交的活动，或者是说呢 ，to follow their own interests， 就是去 follow， 就是发展他自己的兴趣的时候呢 ，they might not develop other skills， 就是他们也没有办法去发展其他 他们在生活之中就是要成功的话所需要的一些 skills。那我们来看一下什么样的 skills 呢？后面有一个形容词子句，他说 that they need to succeed in life， 就是说他们必须要在生活之中就是成功的意思。好，再接下来我们看一下下面一句话，他说呢 ，Stacy DeBroff advises parents to develop their own style of parenting。Stacy 呢，她劝告父母亲呢，要去发展他们自己的parenting， 就是他们的管教的方式，而且呢 ，not just repeat the way they were raised， 就是也不要去 repeat， 是说重复的意思，就是重复他们自己被教养的方式，就是要自己去发展自己的 parenting 的方式。那我们现在呢，就是想要问一下 Jeff 老师，在这边会有一个小问题，我们来看一下什么样的问题。Jeff, Stacy DeBroff just mentioned that parents should develop their own style of parenting. But what is the typical style in the United States?
I'm not sure if you could say that there's one typical style. I think there are traditional parents. I think there are very progressive parents. But I think most are a mix of the two. I think most parents are trying to find a balance between traditional and progressive methods. And that's a very difficult thing to do. Now, on one hand, traditional methods are strict, but often have very good results. Whereas on the other hand, progressive methods are permissive and sometimes kids get into trouble, but they also seem to be better in social environments. So the idea is to take both progressive ideas and also traditional ideas, blend them together, and hopefully you can strike a balance that's ideal for the child between the two.
好，我们刚刚听到了，就是 Jeff 老师所提到的，就是我们应该要找一个平衡点，就是有一些是传统的方式，也是蛮不错的，但是呢，有的时候呢，也是要让就是小孩子呢是多一点，就是比较跟社会有一些交流的机会，那这个是要找一个融合点的。好，接下来呢，我们来看一下，就是跟这课有关系的单字用法，我们做一个整理比较。那我们先看一下，第一个部分是跟压力有关系的。我们来看一下这个字卡里面，同学可以看到，就是在 pressure 还有 stress 这个地方，就是通常呢，就是外来的是 pressure， 然后如果自己给的话是 stress。所以呢，我们会看到，就是你的用法上面的话，通常是动词，然后再加上名词的用法。就是同学可以看到是 ease pressure， 或者是说 release pressure， 或者是 relieve pressure 这样子的一个用法。接下来我们来看一下有关于 seem 这个字 SEEM 这个字的用法，那它的用法呢是有非常多种的。我们先请 Jeff 老师来帮我们解释一下这3种的一个用法的部分。
The word seem is a very, very interesting word. If something seems a certain way, it gives off that impression. So you might look out the window in the morning and see the sun and think, wow, it seems like a nice day outside. After all the conditions make you feel that way. So here, let's take a look at some example sentences here. You could also say, it seems like a good idea. So based on the appearance of this idea, the content of the idea, you think it might be a good idea, or it gives you the impression that it's a good idea. Also, we've got some phrases. You can seem to verbs. So in this case, you could say, he seems to know most of the people at the party. You can also say that something seems like something else. As in before, we talked about the sentence, it seems like a good idea. Then you can have a phrase, it seems that, ... i.e., it seems that everyone is pleased with the result. So based on what I can see and what I can tell, it looks like everyone is pleased or happy with the result in this situation.
好，我们非常谢谢就是 Jeff 老师的解释。那这个字呢，其实是常常出现，而且呢，在课文里面，在口语上面也是常常会出现的，所以同学可以注意一下。再来呢，下面也是两组，就是常常意思上面很像的，我们可以看到，而不是两种的用法。我们先请 Jeff 老师来帮我们念一下。
Yeah, we talked about this a little bit earlier. We've got two phrases here, rather than or instead of. Rather than, instead of. You'll see these quite often. In what types of situations will you see these phrases? In situations where you have to make a choice or express your preference. Okay, very often you're going to have options. You're going to be able to pick from among many things. Sometimes you want to make it clear that you've made a decision to pick something at the exclusion of some other thing or things. That's when you would use these phrases, i.e., oh, I picked an apple rather than an orange. The idea is that you like apples more than oranges. You could also say, I picked an apple instead of an orange. They're expressing your preference, again, for an apple instead of an orange, or for an apple over an orange.
好，我们现在听到了 Jeff 老师所做的比较，那我们再来最后一个单字呢是有关于 fragile 这个单字呢，其实我们在包裹上面会常常看到，比方说你买了瓷器品，然后或者是说玻璃用品，那你在包裹上面会写 fragile 这个字，那或者是说你出国的时候，你希望就是航空公司能帮你贴一个字条，就是上面会写 fragile，就是易碎物这样子的意思。好，再来呢，我们看一下下面有关于词类变化的部分。那在词类变化里面呢，我们会看到里面有很多的单字用法的部分。首先，我们先看一下字卡，就是有关于我们在这课里面所提到的词类变化。我们可以看到，在这边会看到有动词、名词，还有形容词跟副词的用法。那同学不要因为这个词性而害怕，我们等一下会有一些练习题，然后让同学了解一下。就是我们比方说以第二个单字来看的话，就是先看动词的地方，然后呢再来是名词是 success。那形容词跟副词的用法呢，主要的差别是形容词之后再加 ly， 就是一个副词的用法。那我们首先先看下面，就是有关于成功这个单字的字卡。我们看到在这个字卡上面呢是 success 跟 succeed 的话就是一个动词的部分。那在这边的话，我们可以看到，动词是 succeed， 然后名词是 success， 再来是 successful 跟 successfully。我们看一下例句的地方，我们先请 Jeff 老师来帮我们念一下例句的部分。
He studied very hard to pass the exam. He finally succeeded. Now, I knew that this was going to be the answer because the word finally came before our blank. Now, finally is an adverb. So I thought the word that was going to come after was going to have to be a verb because our adverb finally was going to modify that verb. So we used a form of the verb succeed. Notice that I knew that finally was an adverb because I have a little trick up my sleeve. If you see a word with an ly, especially with an adjective with an ly added to it, you can be pretty sure that that is an adverb. Next, we have another sentence. Let's take a look. He is a very successful businessman. Now, this time, I looked at the word at the end of the sentence, businessman, and I figured, well, the word before that is going to modify businessman because businessman is a noun, and because adjectives modify nouns, I knew that I should pick the adjectival form of our word here, which happened to be successful. All right, we've got yet another sentence here. It says, success does not come easy. And here, well, I just went with the noun form because it came right at the beginning of the sentence. Very often, nouns or articles come at the beginning of sentences. After all, very often you either have a subject, which is going to be in the form of a noun, or just an article appended to a subject or to a noun. So success, the noun form of our word here, seemed to fit the bill, so I went for it.
好，我们来看一下刚刚这个字卡的部分，就是刚刚 Jeff 老师已经跟我们说了答案，但是大家还是很想了解什么时候应该填形容词，什么时候应该填名词。我们再看回来字卡的部分，我们稍微解释一下。第一题呢，同学可以看到 he 这边呢是一个代名词，就是它这边是主词的部分。刚刚 Jeff 老师也提到了，就是在副词之后我们会用 succeed， 这是动词的部分。但是呢，同学在填答的时候一定要注意到，就是在前面这句话里面是用过去式 studied， 后面呢你也是要用过去式 succeeded， 再加上 ed 的用法。那在第二题呢，你的最后面的名词是 businessman， 这是一个名词，我们通常是会用成功的商人这样子来形容，所以所谓的成功的就是 successful。再来第三题呢，刚刚 Jeff 老师也提到了，就是在开头的地方，我们一定是一个名词开头，就是它并不是来得非常的容易。好，这是有关于 successful 的部分。再来，接下来我们来看一下下一个例子是有关于 traditional 的部分，我们来做一下练习。我们看一下字卡的地方 ，tradition。这是第一个名词，就是传统的意思。那第二个呢是有关于 traditional， 这是形容词，传统的。那我们请 Jeff 老师来帮我们念一下例句。
Chinese Lunar New Year is the most important of the traditional Chinese holidays. Once again, I kind of sneaked a peek at the end of the sentence. I saw the words Chinese holidays, and I thought immediately that's a noun. Not only that, that is a proper noun. So the word that's going to come before that is going to be an adjective that modifies the proper noun Chinese holidays. Hence, I picked the adjectival form here, traditional. Okay, next we also have a sentence that says Chinese culture is rich in its culture and traditions. All right, so now at the end of the sentence it says culture and ... here, traditions. Now I knew that culture was a noun, and I knew because and separates culture and the word that came after and that they'd be together. They'd be the same type of quantity or the same type of word. They're both nouns, hence I picked the noun form here, which happens to be tradition or traditions.
同学，我们刚刚看到字卡的地方呢，就是要来了解形容词还有名词的部分。我们再看回来字卡的地方，就是呢，第一个部分是有关于 traditional。那 traditional 的话，是因为它是一个 Chinese holidays 的部分。再来第二张字卡呢，是因为同学可以看到 rich in its culture and traditions， 那前面是 culture 是一个名词，后面 traditions 就是也是一个名词的一个用法。同学，我们在第6讲里面，除了已经了解了 Amy Chua 这本书的主要的概念之外，同学也了解了就是单字用法以及词类变化的使用部分。希望大家能多做复习。我们今天课程就到这边为止，谢谢大家，拜拜。